There we go. Okay, for some odd reason, I have too much HyperX stuff, and it made my microphone, not my quadcast, it made my freaking mouse from HyperX, the audio input. So we're gonna try this again. We're gonna try this again. Let's rewind. Let's recoup. So I was explaining before technology decided to ruin things that I've been busy. That's why I haven't streamed for the last couple weekends, living my life, my best life. Last week I had the stream all planned out. I had the tabs, but then I was playing Spider-Man 2, and not gonna lie, I played for like 11 hours on Saturday and completely ignored the fact that I was gonna stream. And I was like, shit. All right, no stream. Uh and then also just, I've been kind of working on other stuff that's not Toku related. If you've seen the channel, I've been reviewing some comics lately. And like normal with my streams, if you're unaware, before I get into all the Toku stuff, I'm going to board and bag some of my new comics because I haven't had time. I read them all, but yeah, we got a lot of comics. This is actually one of my bigger hauls from a DC standpoint. Also, I've been playing Detective Pikachu Returns. It's a fun game. I wish they would have released, even if they didn't like port it fully, at least released the original one that was on the DS, so a lot of people could have gotten more of the story from the first one. I know they did a little recap, but I feel like the first game was really good because it very parallels what we actually got from the Detective Pikachu movie, just without Ryan Reynolds. That's all. There's no Ryan Reynolds in the game for obvious reasons. I didn't even open my new boards. Oh, dude, so you can't see it because it's not out here. I have like a half walk-in closet that's probably got about 10 short boxes and a couple long boxes that are full. I don't have a. I need to get another box, so I actually have another bookshelf that's off camera right there. That's just got all my comics just stacked up because I keep forgetting every time I go to my shop to get a box. And I actually had to run back the other day because I forgot to get any boards. So I was like, oh no, I don't have boards. And I was already like halfway home. And I was like, I might as well turn around and go get my boards. Um, but a lot of good comics for the Toku fans out there. I thought it was going to be really gimmicky. Also, I get resealable bags. I know a lot of people just get regular ones. I'd rather spend the extra $3 and get the resealable ones so I don't have to mess with tape. The Godzilla versus Kong versus Justice League dropped. This is a fun ass comic. Like, I I don't pull Justice League, as everyone knows. Like right now, actually, from a DC standpoint, I'm pulling Green Lantern, all three different runs. So Green Lantern War Journal, which is all John Stewart, it's amazing. Regular Green Lantern, which is with Hal, which is it's good. It's good. It's a good comic. And then I'm pulling not that loud ass motorcycle. I'm pulling the Alan Scott Green Lantern, which is only a 6-issue run. I did a review for it, and I'm still gonna pull it because it's Green Lantern. Uh, Also, Saint Seiya got a comic book. Everybody, yeah, it's from a Blaze publisher. I don't even know what a Blaze is. I never heard of it. It's an indie publisher, but like, dude, we got a Saint Seiya comic. Who the hell? Like, no one told me about this, but my comic shop knows me so well. A few of them do probably check out my videos and my podcast, and they were like, "Hey, it wasn't on your pull list. We didn't even know if you knew about this, but we added it there for you anyways." So I was like, "Oh, cool, Saint Seiya, I'll take it. Why not?" The only downside is, dude. Okay, so I use regular comic bags and boards. They put it in the current ones, and I hate those bags because they're like, I don't know, the comic like swims in them. I like more like form fitting comic book bags and boards. I think it keeps them more like locked in and pristine. So I'm gonna even though it's in a bag, I'm gonna change it out because why not? But yeah, there's a lot of good comics. A lot of good comics out right now. Um, the Saint Seiya one I haven't read yet. I'm going to be reading it after because I'm depending on how I like it. I may do a video for it because I have to finish my Radiant Black review. I do have a Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong review coming up as well, and also for the next comic because. Well, okay, so I get. I'm gonna show this on screen because I get that 100%. I get that 100% because there are times like if they board in bag like so most of my comics don't come in bags. It's usually I get them loose. That's how they do their pull list. Uh, you because it saves space where they keep them. Sometimes if there's a comic because they'll put like variant covers will get boarded and bagged, and then they're loosely ones that like they put on sale. Basically, they have everything on the shelf the day they come out. So Tuesday, that's when DC's out. Wednesday, when everyone else. By Thursday, they're like, okay, here's what's left over, and then they start boarding and bagging them just to so they stay in better condition and they're not slumped over. But that doesn't always happen. But variants always have the boards and bags on them. My pull list not. Oh, by the way, here it is. War Journal #2. Dude, everything John Stewart right now since he came back, and the fact that he doesn't even need a ring anymore. Everyone like he don't need a ring. John Stewart's that powerful now. He's giving me the vibes of when Kyle became Ion and was just like OP and was literally just the embodiment of the freaking Green Lantern power. Except Kyle could recharge all the rings because there was no Oa or at the time with like the large lantern, so he was actually charging everyone's rings. By the way, Radiant Black 26 and 26.5 dropped. That's the main review that I'm working on right now. I did like a little test video on X or Twitter or whatever it is because I was like, man, let's check out like how some things I wanted to do for video editing would work. And let me close out some tabs really quick. I got too many tabs going on my computer. Using too much resources. There we go. But yeah, so Radiant Black 25/6 A and B basically. I was working on how I'm gonna review that because it's technically two different timelines right now, but the same overall story. So I was like, how can I review this without it being like boring? And because it's a lot, you got to talk about two comics in one, basically. So I figured that out, and I was like, all right. So now it's just going back and actually filming it properly. And another new one from Ryan Parrott, who wrote all those good Power Ranger comics. He got Rogue Sun, and I got the anniversary cover for The Walking Dead. It's a nice variant. I like variants. I do enjoy that they put Massive Verse now underneath the Image Comics logo, and I'm like, oh, that's actually pretty cool. I actually like that. Resealable bags, they're so important. Also, Green Arrow #5. I'm digging Green Arrow. We haven't had a solo Green Arrow run that was in a bit. I think it's kind of all over the place. Josh Williamson is doing a good job of the writing though, so I'm hoping it's not going to continue. I just want to see more like Oliver Queen back in the city. But it's a little messy right now, but it's still a good run. I'm not gonna probably go review it. I reviewed like I think the first 2 issues, and then I kind of was like, I don't want to review this. Not that it's bad, but it's just I don't know. And obviously, Darkest Hour had to get my zombie cover. I've procured all of these so far. for these variants. I think the Pink Ranger one is probably my favorite right now. Out of all of them. You're getting Flash, Superman, Batman, Nightwing, and Action Comics. Damn. It's good. It's a good amount of DC. Are you pulling anything outside of DC, or you just DC right now? Because let me tell you about the Massiverse. That shit is hitting good. And just DC, man. I gotta put you on it. Freaking the Massiverse. It's good. You'd like it. I mean, you got so many, especially if you want to just do like Radiant Black, which is Kyle Higgins. It's really good. The Dead Lucky, I think, is only going to be a 10 or 12 issue run. That's from Melissa Flores, and that one's, oh, by the way, I had to get the Death Ranger, freaking everyone like reflecting in the helmet. The good thing is Amazon's been putting the trades for all the Massiverse stuff on sale lately to like under $8. Because I have all like the floppies for like the whole entire run, but for all of them, but I just every once in a while I go through and I buy the trades when they're on sale. And another weird crossover. I don't know if you guys have seen it or not. Dude, Stranger Things and TMNT have a crossover. It's ridiculous. I do believe this might be the second to last issue. I think it's only a 5-issue run. And lastly, the controversial comic that I reviewed, Alan Scott Green Lantern #1. This one already came board and bagged, even though it's not resealable, but they used a current on it, so I'm not going to be rebagging that. It was a pretty big haul. Not bad. Good amount of comics. Can't really complain about that. So I guess we can get into the meat and potatoes now of the stream. So recent content. Yeah, dude. TMNT's doing so many good crossovers. I do believe they are getting a third crossover with Power Rangers. Dude, the art for the Alan Scott one is so good. It's so good. Just, I have issues with the story, and it has nothing to do with Alan Scott being gay. I'm a big fan of Golden Age Green Lantern. I don't like the Justice Society of America in this and that, but if you're going to give me Golden Age Green Lantern, I need more Green Lantern. And I get it. That's why in my review, I said, listen, I'm going to wait for the second issue, because the last 5 pages of that issue, the artwork was beautiful. The story hooked me in. And then I was like, all right, then cliffhanger. I was like, I'm going to get the second issue, because they're actually introducing the Golden Age Red Lantern, which was never a thing. So this is a new villain. And everyone's like, they're retconning stuff. I'm like, nothing is getting retconned. It's just, we're adding a new villain. And I'm curious about this. And there's kind of like a murder mystery too going on. And I was like, it doesn't feel like Golden Age Alan Scott, but the story has me enough. I'm invested enough in it. All right. So if we're going to our toys, new announcements, this and that, if you haven't already, my most recent podcast episode, I got to talk with Squall Charleston. You may know him from a lot of toku videos and this and that, but he is now an author of a children's horror series called Terror Valley. School's Out for Never. Go pick it up on Amazon, digital or physical. I bought this. This is mine. This one not given to me. And it's really good. We had a long conversation about that, horror movies, the importance of physical media. And so that's the most recent one. My next podcast episode, that's going up Monday. And then I have a Tuesday one going up as well for Halloween. I'm actually fixing Universal's Dark Universe, which was, The Mummy, and then it was going to be The Invisible Man and all sorts of stuff. Like, I'm fixing that universe with how I would salvage it and how I could still make it work, because they were going to do like their whole MCU style like universe of the Universal monsters, and then because the Mummy did poorly, they ended up changing some things for the Invisible Man film, so it was a standalone, and they kind of ditched it. And I'm like, you shouldn't. You got to keep it going. And I also blame Brendan Fraser for that, and I go in on Brendan Fraser pretty hard. Like, and I love the guy. I've met him a few times at Comic Cons, and I love his movies, but no, he definitely was a hindrance to the Mummy. And other than that, next week I will have a Gachard video up. I know it's been a while. I was taking a break from Gachard. I was letting it cook. Because it's a slow burn right now, right? And whenever you cook in the slow cooker, you can't just like jump in and start eating. You gotta make sure it's done cooking. So I was like, let me give it a few episodes, see where it goes. And I was like, all right, I think I'm gonna do a follow-up video to my last one. And I got toy video reviews coming up as well, and all the usual stuff. So that's the content out of the way. That's the content. I don't like. We're all here for toys, but before we talk about spending our money on stuff, we're gonna have to talk about my merch, because my merch is live. That's right, and I'm not wearing my hat because I got a haircut, and I don't know how I feel about it. It's a lot shorter than it was because my hair was like almost to my shoulder, and now I don't know. I feel kind of like bald. But yeah, if you could tell, this is my Dungeons and Riders Ryuki shirt. I'm the pink because it's a good color. It's a good color. It works for this design too. And then also for the hoodie fans out there, mine's all bunched up because I actually was wearing it because it was chilly this morning when I went out for my first coffee at like 7 a.m. I got the Henshin hoodie based off of the Friends logo, because we all of our friends like the Henshin. Henshin is friendship. And this is on the blue. The blue is nice, dude. This is a warm ass hoodie. So if you live somewhere where it gets cold, Pacific Northwest, Pacific Northwest, Northeast, Canada, you live somewhere where it gets cold, it's gonna keep you warm. Because I wore it when it was like maybe like 50s this morning, and even though it was like really chilly, I started like sweating by the time I got home. Also, the coffee shop's like a quarter of a mile from me, so I walked, so that probably didn't help because of cardio. But yeah, got all this goodness on there. Like, I'm adding in my whatchamacallit. Why is it not working? I'm trying to add in like all this stuff that I normally do for the different websites we check out, for all of our toys and our toy announcements, because a lot of toys. But yeah, let's see it. Let's go check out the shop. Look at the shop. Oh, I gotta change that banner really quick. That's like the 2.5 did drop, so it's not upcoming. It's already out. But yeah. So Wave 2, which now has everything in it, which we can click on, has all the different. I don't like how I can't change the base design color, because like for the logo or what shows up, because this one is just the different grayscale shirts, and because they're the same shirt but different color types, all the colorful ones are here. That's why it says more color options. The Henshin shirt, I had to do 2 different logos for the Henshin. I had to do a black and white, so white logo for darker colors, black for the other ones. And then the Henshin stuff. We already had the Buffa, which everyone, like, I appreciate everyone who's been checking out the Buffa stuff. They're still buying it, like especially the Buffa zip up. That was a lot more popular than I thought it was gonna be, because I was trying wholeheartedly to price this stuff so it's not like expensive, where, because like, I don't want people going broke to buy merch. I don't want to go broke buying merch, even though I am, but that's besides the point. But because of the manufacturer price of the zip up hoodie, 60 was kind of like the lowest I could go, because if I went any lower, I would have to give them money every sale. And I was like, no. But yeah, this is, also low key, like this right here. This is like sneakily one of my favorite designs, like the Wheel of Henshin. Like, and I think, oh, and I didn't even freaking change the name of it. I was supposed to say 01. I have to change the description after. So, like, I like that because it's like the catchphrase, a jump to the sky, and then it like leads to a rider kick. Like that to me was like, okay, that's I don't know how, like, dude, I don't know where I come up with some of this stuff. Like, I really don't. And I was just looking at I was watching something and I was like, man, it'd be kind of cool if there was like some like board games like a Seen It or this and that for like toku shows. And then I was like, I wonder if I could do that like with a shirt. It's like put puzzles on a shirt, but not make it. So this is going to be something that's going to consistently be released. Different time. I'm going to do different ones every time, and obviously a different. Izu's not going to be there every time, or maybe Izu will be the host. Who knows? I don't know, but I do like. This is like one of my favorite ones. I mean, I love the the Dungeons and Riders, like this one, like especially different colors. Like the Azalea is the one I'm wearing right now. Great color, love it. The Carolina Blue is probably my second choice, and then I would say I feel like this orange looks really clean for it. Like that's my top ones. I'm gonna sneeze. Allergies are so bad. It's been so like stuffy and shit out here. But yeah, that's like this is so altogether. This is wave 2. We still got the build full bottles and Night of Living buff on there. We got the Blade. Obviously, for the Blade fans out there, we got the Blade emotionally damaged shirt because we know, and we all know about January 23rd. Like that was a day. And then also beanie, one beanie, Henshin. The Henshin beanie is that's probably one of my favorites. I like the way it looked. It printed really good. I don't know where the beanie is. I think it might be my wife's car. And she's at work. It's where my freaking Night of Living Buffa zip up is right now too, because I took it off and put it in the back seat and then she drove off to go to work. But yeah, that's it for the wave. Like, I think this is probably going to be my last wave of the year. Just because it's already October, basically almost November. I want to work on some other stuff for the rest of the year. And I also already have wave 3 stuff started. On Fourth Wall, they didn't have members, so I have a member sticker club, which you get, and I gotta add the other ones on there still. You get basically access to the sticker club, which is a big sheet like this of all the stickers for all the different logos and designs. And then we have wave 1, the original wave that I dropped, which you see a lot of people rocking out stuff for, is now members only. So when a wave retires, I put it for members only. The cool thing is, members, it's kind of like Patreon, and also like so it's all the big meaty kaiju stuff too, which I still love the big meaty kaiju stuff. So when it comes to the membership, members, it's $5 or a month, or I did run a deal. I don't know why it's not showing up right now. $4 a month, and then you save 10% if you pay annually. You get a discount, early access to future releases, the sticker club polls, members only giveaways, behind the scenes videos, and shout outs in my videos and podcast episodes. The thing about members also is, yeah, you get a discount on current merch. Hey, what's up, Merlsey? How's it going? The thing about the membership is, you get a discount on the merch, but also a lot of the behind the scenes video stuff that I've been putting up there is previews of like the designs when I'm thinking of them, and like rough sketches, and then going into like, polls being like, hey, what do you think about this? And then even some videos like behind the scenes of like the fourth wall side of things. Okay, I'm working on this. Why do I pick this over that? Um, I'm never gonna do timed exclusive, be like, hey, check out my review of this on my members page before it goes live on YouTube. No, that's not gonna happen. That's not how I operate. The content that's on the membership is only for the members. It's not gonna go to YouTube. So yeah, that's the exclusive nerd. There's only one tier. Also, people been literally doing these like support messages and stuff like that without buying stuff, or even when they buy stuff. Man, y'all just like yesterday, all the merch went live, and man, like within like the first hour, not even 9 or just under 90 minutes, like I was seeing like the notifications pop up for orders, and I'm sitting here like, man, y'all about to make me cry in the club. Like, especially when I see the messages, because you can leave messages with the orders, and like I'm like, damn, y'all being too nice to me. Like little old me, like damn. And I appreciate it. I appreciate all the support. I would shout out K20 all the time on my podcast and when I'm doing the stuff, because I'll be throwing him little designs, but what do we win this hot? And then also it's K20's fault. I have hoodies because I and this is a true story. I wasn't gonna do hoodies, and then when I showed him the Nago Beat one for Wave 1, he's like, man, you should put that on a hoodie. I'll buy it if it's on a hoodie. I'm like, I wasn't going to do hoodies. I was just going to do t-shirts. Then I put on a hoodie, and still up until it went to members only, the Nago Beat hoodie was my number one selling, like, out of everything. And now it seems that the Dungeons and Riders Ryuki one is going to be beating that for t-shirts from just an overall number sold. And I was like, cool, I got to change my banner too for Wave 2. I make mental notes of things I got to change. But yeah, so there is only henshins. If you're a member, you get 10%. Dude, right? Everyone loves a good hoodie. I do too. But I live in Southern California, so it's hot. But you do need a hoodie. Like, listen, if like I always tell you, if you need like other designs, because like I didn't put everything on a hoodie, as you know. Like I didn't put the full bottles on a hoodie. I didn't put the 01 shirt on a hoodie. The Henshin one, dude, the Henshin one's nice. Like it's really comfortable. If it's cold, like these work really good. I'm just not a pullover hoodie guy, but I hate how expensive it is to manufacture the zip up hoodie. That just hurts my feelings so much, because like I wish I could have the zip up hoodie at like $4 or $40, but if I did, I would have to pay money every time someone bought one. So I'm like, and I'd have to pay taxes on the sales as well. But man, the Dungeons and Rider didn't work on the hoodie, given the amount of space that's like right in where it is. Like it just didn't work. It does work on a zip up, but I don't. I didn't put the zip up live yet because I'm waiting to see how the sample comes out. So once my sample comes in, because I don't put anything live unless I have a sample and I can see how it looks. So I'm spending like before I even launch a new wave, I'm already like in the hole a bit because I've spent money on all the samples to see, especially when samples don't look good. Like I had 2 versions of the Henshin hoodie that I ordered. The first one, I did not like the way it printed, and so I made some changes to the design and then ordered another sample. And I have some videos I recorded that are going to be going live sporadically, like every week or every other week, going all the way from the inception of the merch store and me wanting to start Toku merch all the way to now, as like not a vlog, but like an informative series where I go in depth of here's how I come up with the designs, here's what I'm thinking, here's how I test things. Like it's just a whole thing about using fourth wall and why I like the research I put into print on demand and why I picked fourth wall, and then into designs and the evolution of everything down to artwork. But yeah, so that is it for only Henshin's. I still have people asking me if that's a real link, and like, no, that's the actual link to the merch. That's actually what it is. Like, it is only Henshin's. It's a funny name. I do have a backup name because I think I'm going to be rebranding it once I add some other stuff that I'm working on. But as right now, only Henshin's, because I have the domain for like 2 years. So, all right, let's stop sharing that. And that's it. That's it for all the merch talk. Dude, my overlay is not on here. Oh, there we go. There's my Tokusatsu Hangover. Well, I was like, where is it? It's not on the screen. Now, how do we know what live stream I'm on? Dude, my sinuses are so bad today. Did I take my allergy medicine? Oh, yeah. No, they just added beanies. They added beanies. Dude, they added freaking like 5 or 6 different like hats now. And they just added knit sweaters. Knit fucking sweaters. Like ugly sweaters. I'm actually working on a Gaim and an Xaid ugly Christmas sweater, but I have to get these designs done by like Monday to order samples so they get here by the second week of November. And depending on the samples, I can open pre-orders, because they said it could take up to like 2 to 3 weeks to get them. Oh, you have like like a dad hat with henshin, dude. I still like. I'm mad, so I don't know what happened. I have the tycoon beanie that I bought from you. I can't find the blade one. I don't know where it went, and I'm so mad right now. Like, I was looking for it the other day. I was like, "Where's my blade beanie?" Like, I need that shit. I cannot find it. It's somewhere in the apartment though, because anything that's like beanies or this and that, I put them back in the plastic bag that you ship them out in, that they stay in, because like I don't want them to get like ruined. I have cats with cat hair. I can't find the blade beanie anywhere, and I'm so mad. I'm so mad right now. It's somewhere though. I'm gonna have my wife find it and be like, "Yo, go find my hat. Go find my beanie. It's blade. Damn it." Because I don't know if you guys know this or not. It's almost November, but starting in January, it's the 20th anniversary of Blade. Be warned, I am going to be so obnoxious for 52 weeks straight talking about Blade. So it's going to, like, just letting you guys know. But yeah, but that's it for the only Henshin stuff. Like, man, like, I'm really enjoying creating like merch. It's been a lot of fun. It's funny. It's only been what I started the 31st of March. So basically, and I did the whole announcement video on April 1st, which was a stupid mistake on my end. And so it's been, 6 months, which is crazy because it feels like it's been longer. Oh yeah, no, they have cardigans. They have cardigans on the freaking whatchamacallit. Like, I don't know if I want to do cardigan. I don't know if I want to do a knit cardigan. I think I might just do the ugly sweater, regular pullover style. They even have like the Argyle sleeveless like vest thing, and I was like, dude, I might do a vest. I was like, damn, can you imagine? But the Gaim design right now is really good. I'm hoping it comes out. Like, I'm just very limited because they'll let you do 4 colors for the thread for the knitting, and I'm like, damn, like that's gonna be kind of limiting because the Gaim needs to be very colorful. So now it's picking 4 bright colors that still go good together, but the design is like, I'm excited. I hope it works. If it doesn't, I'm gonna do it as a regular design and do kind of like how you can get the Christmas shirts where like it just has like the pattern and everything on the shirt itself. I also have a Gaim There's a lot of stuff I'm working on that's gonna be for, like, spring and summer too, so, like, I have some Hawaiian shirt designs I've been working on, and so it's like one of those things where it's like, I already have waves. I do have my phone. I always have my phone right here. It's actually charging because I killed my battery playing WWE Supercard. Because the Cody event is going on right now in Supercard. I'm trying to get that Pantheon Cody Rhodes event card so I can finish the story. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff like design wise I'm working on. Like I said, I have like I plan like so I talk a lot with Al Combo, who also drops Toku merch. So many of us who drop fire Toku merch, by the way. It's crazy. Um and I was like, I have all my stuff planned out realistically until spring of next year, like all the way up to like April, which is like the first anniversary. The reason why I'm doing a lot of Common Rider and stuff like that is that's what I'm really want to work on. Oh, what did we? Yeah. Would they? Would your regular the one you have like the would that work on your the beanie? The one like I got on the shirt that had like the helmets, or to be because it's too many colors because of all the different helmets. Because like that'd be kind of cool. All the different rider and Sentai patches on them. That looks sick, actually. I buy one. I'm trying to be as vague as possible because that also reminds me of a Supreme Kai type logo, which is it's good. It's good. But so yeah, I'm doing a lot of Kamen Rider stuff right now because I am working on Super Sentai Power Ranger stuff on the side and like Metal Hero and Garo stuff. I'm saving some of the Power Rangers Super Sentai stuff until next year because I do want to have a booth at Power Morphicon. And if I do have a booth at Power Morphicon, that's where a majority of my Power Ranger stuff is going to be. See, I wonder how. Oh, see that second one you sent me? I wonder how that would come out because, like, I like the idea of all. I still like that. That's like, I love your Jetman shirt, but I still wear the Henshin shirt out all the time. Although I wore your Jetman shirt last weekend and I went out to like book off in like Mitsuya Market and all like the Japanese stores, and this older guy was like, "Oh, you've seen Jetman?" I'm like, "Yeah, I haven't finished it though." He's like, "I like Super Sentai." And like he was an older dude too, and he was like telling me about like Live Man and Five Man and all sort of stuff. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm still getting into Super Sentai and this and that." And then he even asked me like, "Where'd you get that?" I'm like, "Oh, a friend of mine." I was like, told him K20 Customs this and that. And I was like, he makes patches and this and that. But I feel like given his age, he might not have been technologically like knowledgeable to realize, oh, I can go on like the internet and find this type of thing. But yeah, all my Super Sentai stuff I'm saving for spring, and that's gonna lead into like I'm gonna try and I wholeheartedly want to try and do booths and merch tables at conventions next year. Power Morphicon definitely. Um, I don't know about any other ones because we don't get a lot of um like we don't get the Rangers stop and pop and stuff like that out here. So it's like Power Morphicon would probably be my only one because I don't really want to fly out of California to go to like Florida or Atlanta or Philly or anything like that for a Power Ranger convention. It's too expensive. So, okay, now it's time to talk about toys and pre-orders because yeah, those are a thing and we got to spend some money. First off, they're doing another 1/4 scale from My Hero Studios. Why? Because they hate my wallet. Like this time it's Yellow Ranger. I want to get the Blue Ranger one. Listen, okay, it's just I'm not purposely looking at the booty shots. Okay, that's not. But like I like the way they do design the suit. Okay, that's poor timing on my part. But like I like how they do this, especially because with the announcements, you're gonna see how they all will end up interlocking, which is really cool. So the downside is I also included as a life-sized custom Yellow Ranger Morpher. Oh, well, that's not bad. So my thing is like, I'm getting the blue one. I'm getting Billy. I like the Blue Ranger, but it's like this is gonna lead into me having to get all of them because of the price. That's gonna be ridiculous, and my wife's gonna be mad at me because I after our last what the okay, like, so before I go on to the Chemi cards, and it's like I'm going to end up having to just like spend too much money. And I pre-ordered the freaking Thunder Megazord that was like $1,800, and I don't. She's not gonna be happy. Also, we have our winter movie Chemi card set. Um, I thought these were fake when I first saw them on Twitter. Not gonna lie. Uh, it's I do like how they come with card files. I right now actually because of the newest magazine that came out, which came with the different version of Skibos, but it came with the X-Aid card. But it also came with this little cardboard thing that you fold out to make a little box to hold your Chemi cards, which is holding all my dupes, which I have a lot of. I am going to be working on a video in another week or so, and I'm probably going to wait right before phase 2 comes out to go over because I do have almost every, well, I do have every Chemi card that's been released except for the Sotos, which will be here Monday because my shipment got delayed. It was supposed to be here yesterday, and I was going to build to do Sotos, but then FedEx was like, "Oh no, we're going to show up Monday instead." It also had my castle, Caucasian castle from King Oger in there. But these are cool. It's expensive, 56. That's a lot. Obviously, no disrespect to Toku Collectibles. I will be going through my guy in Japan because I'm not paying 56. That's not happening. So all the ID cords, like the sound ones, the reissues, I don't care about any. Like Geet stuff is kind of like I'm over. The only thing that I'm excited about right now is I need this Dark Kiva CSM. I do not have a Dark Kiva CSM. I want a Dark Kiva CSM. I have the regular Kiva CSM, and I have the DX Dark Kiva belt, but it doesn't work. I bought it like used on Buy, and it was dirt cheap, like $23 or $24, and it didn't because it didn't work. And there's some paint issues, and I was going to refurbish it and try and fix it, but I just haven't had time. But I need this. This is like very few things I just need, and this is the one I need. Like, look at like the box. The box is amazing, and I don't know if you notice or not. It's the Dark Kiva CSM. Like, I'm going to reiterate that Dark Kiva CSM, and I want it, and I need it. It's going to happen. So yeah, that's and it sucks because like I didn't think they were going to announce that because they still haven't announced any Blade stuff yet, and I have all this freaking Thighs stuff pre-ordered, and then there's like all the candy toy stuff coming out, and I'm just like, damn, like I'm just trying to live my life, and y'all are just taking my money. So oh yeah, so I talked about it in a video. I don't know if you guys saw it or not. In This Week in Candy Toys, I talked about the Soto Chronicles Drive 2, and yeah, now you can see a little they actually have it up now for pre-order on Toku Collectibles. It's not a bad set. I'm not the biggest Drive fan because I have to finish Drive. But obviously, because I'm a completionist with my Sotos, I have it pre-ordered. And then obviously the big one everyone's talking about is the Fies freaking Driver Next CSM. I am so torn on this right now because of the price. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do because I want it. I do. It looks good. The belt lights up. I like it. But like I said, I already have the Fi's Edge pre-ordered and the regular Fi CSM, and like it's just this looks good. I like it, but not knowing what's going to be happening for the 20th anniversary of Blade for announcements is what's killing me right now because I don't want to commit to stuff if we finally get a Chalice CSM or Liangle CSM or we get some, SH figure art reissues. Like, I don't know what we're going to get. Dude, if freaking Shout Factory is like, oh, by the way, we're releasing Blade on Blu-ray, I'm like, fuck. Okay, and it comes with Missing Ace. I mean, I would like some reissues of the stuff from Missing Ace because the DX, anything the DX driver from Missing Ace is like so freaking expensive, and I can't even justify buying it. Like, it's a couple hundred for a DX, and I'm like, dude, the fact that a DX driver is more than a lot of the CSMs, even from the standpoint of like Chalice, to find a good mint condition Chalice DX driver out of box, you're still going to be paying a good like over 100. Inbox is going to be a lot more. Same with Langle, because there's the role play ones and then there's the DX one. I didn't know this, so I have the role play ones for each of them, which are not the same. They make some sounds. They're not as big, but like I didn't know any better because I didn't know. Like Google Translate was messing with me, so it's like I need to still hunt those down. And yeah, because Blade is the best. Also, we're getting the Ultra Replica Jeed Riser. Obviously, big fan of Jeed. I like Belial. Belial is one of my favorite Ultraman villain characters, especially in Jeed. Obviously, the reason why I want these, I don't, for sure the replica because they're more to scale, right? But my thing is they come with stands. That's why I like them, because it's so hard to display any Ultraman DX toys because they're always something they just hold. So like with my replica beta capsule that came with a stand to hold it upright, so happy about that, right? Then I got, so this has a nice stand, and I was like, man, I need a replica, something for RB or Rube or whatever we want to call it. Like, I need a replica for that one next. But the reason why I want to get this is it's just, it'll look so good on display. But it's like, well, see, it's like trying to move next year, get a bigger place and this and that. And I'm like, damn, I told myself this year was my last year. I'm really like buying a lot of Toku merch. And next year I'm cutting down drastically. And then I'm a hypocrite because I'm like, no, I need them. Okay, the Legend driver, because it's been a couple weeks since we've done a live stream. I have this pre-ordered. Because I want it. I like it. It reminds me of the Beast driver. I do like the card for Legend. I could care less. Like, I mean, having a Kuga card and a Fives card, that's nice. I have them already from the regular, hacks. But this is the Beast driver basically, and I love the Beast driver. I like Wizard. So I was like, I'm buying this. Like, and it's not that bad of a price, $75. That's actually a pretty good deal. I'm not getting the gun or the gun bike or this little soft vinyl. I don't do soft vinyls. And I do believe that is kind of it. Yeah, because the reissue for the Desire Driver base for 60 is ridiculous. And I think all this other stuff I covered last time. Yeah, because we talked about the man. So yeah, that was it for stuff. Like a lot of stuff. I'm just torn right now with like spending money is my issue. That's like what I'm having. What I need to come to terms with is spending money, because I really want to save. I really do. Like I'm trying to save like and it's not working because every time I do CS, like there's a lot of CSMs that have been, you know, freaking put out there lately, and I'm shocked that they've done this many because I didn't think we were gonna get, like it's just all these Fies ones are what's really doing it. Like especially now that we're getting more weapons, like the Garo sword being announced threw me off. And because I was like, I didn't think, oh Garo, we're never gonna get anything Garo related. And then it's like, here's a sword. It's like shit. I was like, I kind of need that. Like, and I'm just, it's a little too much. And then now with the Fies CSM, the next one, I'm like, do I need that? But it's like, dude, that's over 500, and it's just tough. Especially now we're getting more Soto Chronicle stuff. Like I still haven't built most of the stuff, and I'm not building anything today just because like I don't have space. Um, I was gonna do it on stream, but I don't have a way to maneuver and move stuff around. I am gonna be taking everything off all my shelves at some point, cleaning and organizing and fixing some of my display areas because like right here my freaking King Oger stuff is like a mess. I need to go over to Daiso Japan and get some more risers and this and that so I can organize everything better. Because yeah, same with my Sotos. My Sotos are very unorganized, and I'm gonna have to go through with my compressed air can and dust everything off and move some of those stuff around. And I got some reviews I want to make for those as well. So there's a lot of little things, a lot of little things for organizing. That's why my Shin Kamen Rider Figure Eye standard is still right here because I have space, and I still have to make my drive and wizard model kits. And so I'm like, man, I gotta start organizing, make some stuff. Like I have stuff stacked up over here. Like that's still my Soto Premium Bandai's for Geats right there. Like I need to move stuff around, make space, because as of right now, it's very congested, and I need to disorder. Like the blade stuff right there is taking up space for more of my Sotos, and it's tough because I literally am sitting on both Forza waves. What else do I have? Fies waves. So it's like, well, wave one anyways. So it's like I'm so far behind on Sotos, and I feel bad because like I was making them like crazy, but it's just like usually when they come in, I'm usually making them like right then and there. And I have the first wave of the Gachard Sotos coming in on Monday, and I'm like, damn, I don't even have a spot yet for those Sotos, so I'm gonna have to start moving some shit around and organizing, and yeah. And then an update too on some content. I guess we'll do some content updates for a little bit before I wind down the stream because there's only gonna be a quick one today since I'm not building anything, and I do have to get some shit done around here like laundry and organizing. So the Cosmic Fury review, I'm scrapping it, honestly. It's not that it's too much to film, it's just while I was working on the script and starting to film some of the stuff, I realized I like didn't really want to talk about it. I didn't really want to like make that video, and it was evolving from like talking about Cosmic Fury to just like me being like, hey, like Power Rangers is cool as to an extent, but like I'm enjoying the comic more, and I'd rather talk about the comic stuff. Like, especially because we have no show, no movie. Like, let's face it, we're not gonna have any new Power Ranger like TV show stuff or movie stuff for like at all next year. So now's a good time to get into comics. So I'd rather talk about the comics. And I already did just review the most recent issue that's live on the channel, as well as the Alan Scott Green Lantern. But yeah, the Cosmic Fury video, that's just never gonna happen. And it's one of those things where it's like, even though I said I was working on it, if I force myself to work on it, it's not going to be a fun video. Like, I'm going to be like annoyed. and I feel like Cosmic Fury was talked to death. Like this, and another thing I noticed too. That's why, like, I am going to be doing a guitar video next week, or well, this weekend for next week. I wanted a break from guitar. I want to just watch it. It was a slow burn. Let me see where it's going. Take a step back, work on some other content, and I realized, like, same with Power Ranger Cosmic Fury, like, everyone talks about these shows and creates content, like, when they drop. Like, Kuchard, first episode, everyone was making videos on it. Who's still talking about it and creating content around it? Besides a few people like Ash, Deoxy 360, even Zio, he's not doing videos for it right now. Um, and it's different from when I stopped doing King Oger videos, because King Oger, I'm still getting into Super Sentai, and I just want to sit back and enjoy Super Sentai, watching it week to week, this far in for the first time, which I haven't really done. Usually I try and then I like stop watching on like 6, maybe 10 episodes in, and then I'm like, "Oh, I'll just binge it when it's done." But King Oger, I've watched everything as it's been airing, and I've just been enjoying it and not going in overcritical or being and with the mindset of I'm going to review it, so let me take notes. I'm like, no, I just sit down and watch it. I'm like, oh, it's good. You know, so at least I am going to be doing some guitar videos again starting next week. I gave it 3-4 episodes to see where it was going, get the pacing back, and just take a break from it, because I've been doing commenter videos week to week since Saber, so it's kind of tired. Hey, what's why I need to take a break? Like, not from watching the show, just from creating the content around it. Like I explained in the video, but for some odd reason, everyone took it as I was quitting YouTube. I don't know how. I don't know how you watch that video and listen to me directly say, "I'm not done making YouTube videos or Toku videos. I'm just not gonna review Gachard every week for a while." That's all I said. And everyone's like, "Oh no, well, come back to the YouTube when you feel." I'm like, dude, I'm not quitting. I need a break. I've been doing this for, you know, 2.5 seasons. Like, because I started towards like the latter half of Saber. Um, I was like, I need to simmer. I got shit to do. I'm getting older. Um, and then so it'll be interesting to get those back and doing guitar videos again. I just been enjoying like reading my comics and reviewing those. So I do have more book reviews coming out. Um, And, I really wanted to actually focus more on the merch too. But now that the merch is dropped, it's done. I can go back and start working on some other content again. And that's what I wanted to do. Like, I just wanted to work on some other content, you know? So with that being said, um, not really much else going on. It's just a quick stream, maybe an hour, actually almost an hour, because I have other stuff I need to work on today. But I was like, man, let me just do a stream. It's been a while. I am also going to start doing some like gaming streams here and there on YouTube, maybe Twitch. I haven't decided yet. Just on the side, like 1 or 2 days a week a stream, not like full time. Just like, hey, here's a couple hours on like a Thursday, and then a couple hours on like a Sunday. Let's chill, play some games. That's not anything that's happening immediately. Like I said, I have other content I want to work on right now. So, yeah, that's it for a quick little Tokusatsu hangover. Oh, it said hangout. I think everyone has been chilling, hanging out in here with me, Merlzy, K20, everyone else. I see the list. Everyone popping in here and there. That being said, I don't really have much going on. If you're watching the VOD, go over to onlyhenshins.com, buy yourself some Toku merch. It's nice. And okay, 20 comes back. What's up, sir? What's up? I'm winding down, just talking about content that's coming up, and then I'm ending the stream because it's just a quick 1 hour stream today, because I'm not building anything, because I don't have any space to really like build anything today. So my building stream next week is gonna be very long. I don't think we're gonna talk a lot about toys coming out, because I have the whole entire first wave for Gachard Soto coming in Monday, so I'll be building that on stream Saturday. But I also have the King Oger miniplas castle, so I'm probably gonna build that too, and then we can combine them all into like the super extreme bullshit Oger mecha, and I can put that on display, which will be freaking crazy. And then I don't even know what else I'll have to build. I think those are the ones I'm going to build next week. And then the following week, we'll jump into the figure eye standards. We'll make Drive, Wizard. I may finally go back and finish some of the older double kits I have, like Fang, Joker, and Skull, and everything, and like Heat Metal and Luna Trigger, because I have all those I haven't built either. I also have another base O's that I haven't built, because I did build the Tajadoro combo, the all red one. So I also have his base form that I have to make. So I have a lot of stuff to build. Just the rest of today, I'm going to be organizing everything and like cleaning the apartment. So yeah, thank you all for hanging out with me. That's it for the quick stream. I know usually they're like 2 hours or so, but today I'm ending it shortly after an hour because I'm not building anything. And usually that's where the stream is. I'll build, we'll talk and this and that, but I don't have time. I just wanted to, jump on here because it's been 3 weeks since I've done a live, give you guys an update. The Tokusatsu Hangover, it's still a thing. Next week will be a very longer stream. So that being said, I thank you guys. If you are watching on the VOD, hit that subscribe button and comment below what you're pre-ordering. What are you spending money on? Like, are we all going to be financially irresponsible together? Or is it just me and you guys are living vicariously through my very, very upset bank account? But you guys enjoy your afternoons, mornings, evenings. Have a good one. And I will see you guys in the next one.